الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين صدق الله العظيم وبلغ رسوله المصطفى الكريم بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. I am going to be brief, inshallah. I promise this time around because it's difficult to be brief when you're talking. There is something I felt is not okay, and I need to also, express my own opinion about it. There is this story going around, that is pressing or pressurizing or putting pressure, whatever English that is right, on Barrow government to acute and discharge a lady from Jabang, a single parent, whose story we read on Jollof News, on Daily Observer, that a woman from Jabang village insulted President Adama Barrow and she was remanded. She was sent to the notorious Mile 2 prisons for insulting the president. A woman jailed for insulting President Adama Barrow. It has sparked some very healthy, debates and here and there. And, there are questions being asked, very beautiful questions being asked. And also objective questions coming up, but also very subjective and very selfish questions coming out. And I felt I have an opinion. But again, this is an opinion. I'm not a legal expert. I'm not a legal luminary. And I'm not an expert in anything. But I'm a Gambian like any of you that goes on Facebook and write. Your medium of communication, you chose it. I've chosen mine to speak the video because talking is easier for me than writing. Just like writing is easier for some of you than, talking. As Gambians, I think there is need for us to be careful. We all like talking. We all like arguments. We all like discussions. But, the new freedom that we all have, we need to try and jealously guard it. I don't know the particulars of offense. I have heard about breach of peace, or I read about breach of peace. According to lawyers, you can read the Constitution or you can read a book on law, but the real meaning of these words and sentences in the law books and in constitutions or in legal books are only understood by those that studied law, the experts of law. I would agree with this. Quran is something all of us read. A lot of us read Quran. Even people of Arab descent, they read Quran and to them they understand Quran. But until you become an expert of the Holy Quran, there are things you read and think what they say and what they meant are totally different. So interpretations of law, interpretations of different clauses and sections of our constitution, our legal books and everything is mainly the responsibility or the duty of lawyers. And one thing that I need to say here is very clear. Number one, our constitution, our laws have a lot of problems. And we need to be very careful as Gambians We need to be very careful as to how we thread when it comes to matters surrounding these legal issues. Personally, I took a lot of offense. Of course, it's an opinion. In people that are going around insulting or considering the arrest of this lady as outrageous and ridiculous. Again, I have to be clear. If you don't understand my language, ask. Why am I taking offense? One, President Yahya Jammeh left us with a constitution and laws that are very bad. We all agree. And we all fought Yahya Jammeh and these bad laws that were in place just to protect Yahya AJJ Jammeh and his criminal regime. We fought against them. One of the laws, in fact, most part of that constitution that Yahya, we don't like them. Now, when we took over, when Gambia took over from Yahya Jammeh, President Adama Barrow, like all of us knew, understood that the constitution that is in place is not a good constitution. Amam betea constitution bobu bahut, because what was inside it was not in the interest of the Gambian people. It was only there to protect Yahya Jammeh. All right, we all agree. Barrow, just forgot about that constitution. In fact, in a part of it, he did not. And appointed Fatoumata Tambajang Jallow Jerry as our vice president. All of us jumped up and started saying everything against Barrow because he breached constitution in appointing somebody who is over age. The constitution we all didn't like. The laws that we all are against. When Fatoumata Tambajang was appointed, we all complained. A lot of us, probably a lot of you that will be watching this video, Fatoumata is over age, we cannot flood the constitution. Barrow was sworn in by that same constitution. We complain. Fatoumata Tambajang was not supposed to be appointed. The bad constitution that we all blamed. But we agreed. Barrow appointed Fatoumata Tambajang. Even though I didn't like it, I am consistent and I will continue to be consistent. I hate the fact that Barrow had to send Fatoumata Tambajang to the position of a minister because of that unlawful and that discriminatory clause in the constitution. But what happened later? Yahya AJJ Jammeh, if all of you can remember, there was an employee of Foraya who was accused of insulting Yahya Jammeh and they took him to court. One Fana guy in London corner, I forgot his name. He was working for Foraya. His surname is either Ka or Ja. I had wanted to make my findings, but this particular one I couldn't remember. The National Assembly passed a nonsense bill that says, insulting a president, first lady, and first family is unlawful. A press release was dispatched. Go online and search a press release that was dispatched after following that discharge of the car guy from Foraya. What did they say? They said insulting a president, his wife, the mother, and all others is unlawful, and the public is hereby urged to desist from such an act. National Assembly passed a bill on that. Nobody can insult a president, and that becomes a law now. That very law that you are in, that very constitution you are talking about, the laws, there are laws that prohibits anybody from insulting a president. I know it is bad. Nobody is supposed to insult, but nobody, according to you, your democracy, I have no problems with that. But if there is a law that says insulting a president is unlawful, if you insult a president, they will arrest you and put you in jail. That is what the law says. We all agree the law is not good. But, I mean, we cannot apply law to X and don't apply to Y. I believe as Gambians, we have to be realistic and we have to be honest. I've seen a lot of people, blaming Barrow government right now for remanding this Baji lady. I am not in support of her remanding. I am not in support of Fatu being remanded. I am not in support of it. I do not. I don't even want to see anybody going to jail because of that. We can discuss that without even going to police. Nka nyo banene, amambetea, bari nka nyo banene, nka nyo banengol kele nka nyoneng, nka kele nka nyo so murola, mbukata police. Nka discuss li amongst ourselves na alpha liya, I mean, that is what we do. But if you said it is going to be unlawful and it's unacceptable for Fatu Baji to be remanded, you should have also stood by the fact that it is unacceptable for anybody to discriminate against Fatoumata Tambajang. Because the very government that made it unlawful to have a vice president at the age of 65 or above is the same government that put in place the unlawfulness of insulting a president, murder of a president, forced family. This is a law. Ask your National Assembly members. What is the hypocrisy? Why this entire hypocrisy? And we said it from the beginning. Let us go after the bad laws and change them. That will protect everybody. But we have to stop hypocrisy. We have to stop being subjective in the way we deal with things. Atol mo jamal bije. Man gis na len, ten gis na sen binda, yen nyo binda ngenne. It is unlawful for anybody to appoint, for anybody to appoint, a vice president that is above 65 years. You people say that. You went after Barrow. There was nothing you didn't say. A lot of you. You say Fatoumata Tambajang should be out. The same law said nobody should insult forced family. The same law said it. Now somebody insulted forced family. And you and the magistrate, who knows the law? You and magistrate that remanded that lady, who knows the law better than who? Who knows the law? The magistrates quoted a section of the Constitution and the law, a criminal code, on breach of peace. And it is based on those clauses and those sentences of breach of peace that they remanded Fatu Baji. Again, I am not saying Fatu should be remanded. But that is why they remanded Fatu. The magistrates knows the law more than a lot of you shouting in this Facebook. The magistrate that presided over that matter knew the law. She quoted the law to the accused person. She read the law to the accused person. Who wrote that law? Is it not the same government that wrote the law to say Fatoumata Tambajang is barred from being vice president? Let's stop that. Woman betea, woman ke ku kendoti. Fatu Baji imanyan ne soro na haketu. Bari iye minke luwa ko ni ake inyante soronalde luwa e wolof woto luwa min ko Fatoumata Tambajang vice president yano la bari ya tumile ka siyo tambita sanji taworo ni lulale wo luwa kilingol ko ni mansa neng wala mansala muso wala mansa dingolu wala mansa bama wala mansala dimbaya lu ni neng iko nyante soronal yaya jamme o fajanne mo be amoy Yaya Jammeh Ofojanne Mobe Amoy. They read it. Everybody heard about it. National Assembly accepted it. So why are we being, I cannot say hypocrites, but why are we hell-bent on, being subjective. We have to stop that. We have to stop those kinds of things because they are not right. Adum mansatallah, injustice alamalla fala. Alamalla fi injustice la. Allota lale Fatoumata Tambadang jale Barrow neng. Ali nafiki abula Barrow la karola. Ali Barrow nengo Soniata Dauda alka osiloleta. Wherever the government, insulting the government is easy. That's the part some of you choose to pick. And that's not good. That's not good. If Fatoumata Tambadang, according to law, according to you people, was overage, the law should bar her from ruling. That law, you fought for that law and defended that law. If there's a law that says nobody should insult a first family, and you, the same law, why didn't you stand by the same law? Is it not the same law that you were fighting for? Alanga obula wai. Alanga obula. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la takunu kalladhina adhaw Musa. La takunu kalladhina adhaw Musa. Atol mol millata alala mansata la ko alkana ke ko mol minne Musa toranun kunu. Mansata la e Musa sambadang. Israelan kolu ale Firauna e tora bak. Firauna e tora. Mansata la wallahi Firauna e Musa la mol tora, the people of Israel. And when we learn from these stories, we get a lot of sense out of them. And that is the benefit of it. Tasimim tilka ayatul kitabil mubin. Natilu alayka min naba'i Musa wa Fir'aun bil haqqi liqawmin yuminun. Man satalla laka nyilfo. Ako tasimim tilka ayatul kitabil mubin. Natilu alayka min naba'i Musa. Akaye kila wallahi mbe kibaro fole mbe karandila tarikola minketa Musa nen Firauna la tarikoti nun kunun adun toñale mu nyinti moli yamin yalon ko wolle lata mansatallala nko Musa la molu kabirin alaye tora wala kabirin Firauna ye tora aye tora mansatalla ye remind kabirin alaye makoy aye kairo dila Kairo kola I balanta de Kairo kola I fisiri walleyata de mansatalla natana diamuye baka akwai semira ya bani Israel udhkuru ni'mati allati an'amtu alaykum ufi bi ahadi wa afi bi ahadikum fa iyaya farhabun. Mari mansatalla le fa remind woto Gambian kolu udhkuru ni'mati allati an'amtu alaykum alingamira mansatalla la nemola alingamira mansatalla la nemola minke modi nale baro doya ay luwa le tinya sanni mole luwa tamandale baro doya luwa fana dadala adum baro manyinke jo magistrate wolle ak wolle luwa longalti luwa mambete abari be tamaka luwal ni ko momo e mansabane mbe soronna le luwa le af mansabane ngo natol ko wo manke problem di that's okay bari luwa nyati ni wala momo e mansabane mbe mutalal bari luwa do kula luwa e min fa kawlake ada atollel ka luwa dadali ya samba luwa doku lale alkoy ka alin doku nyinna malla doku woti woto magistrate didn't do anything wrong. Government didn't do anything wrong in remanding this lady because that is what the law says. Otalin kana tonye roke bari Gambia nol mbe hakilo le tula mbe hakilo le tula alanga nema mansatalla ala nemo min aya kenye fana alanga mira ala ko kodiga ya bani Israel اذكروا نعمتي التي أنعمت عليكم وأني فضلتكم على العالمين. على Gambia ma ko le de nganyum fo janne adum ba fola kodike. وإذ نجيناكم من آل فرعون يسومونكم سوء العذاب يذبحون أبناءكم ويستحيون نساءكم وفي ذلكم بلاء من ربكم عظيم. وإذ فرغنا بكم البحر فأنجيناكم من آل فرعون فأنجيناكم وأغرقنا آل فرعون وأنتم تنظرون. قرآن آية ينف. man satalla e kayra balle kenye wota alanga tili way let us alanga kem mo kendol ti wato do bari mimbe kala problem oti once again nin karamo be diamla be min fokany adama dimo inyantale ye grateful alama moment timmade adama dinti je min timmata. Of course, that includes President Barrow. From the beginning, ntol jamalu manke multimini alonko lafta Barola because nkama londo soto. Bar kabira keta mansati. Ay kujama lelke in place. Ay lual dada. Lual mi alonko press freedom nata. Mo jamal seda suol kono. womu kuleti mi yalonko womu kubalti de Barola Karola wolmu kubaleti President Barola Karola baral kana ake ko Musa la molu Gambiano alalin kana ake ko Annabila e Musa la moli e batandiro min kala al kana ake ko wolu mansatalla ning Musa alayhi salam la molu e dunta nyola de miya sabu wolem on gratefulness ibe Firauna kotonu Firaun Musa la molu Israelites all benu Firauna le koto they were under Pharaoh. There was no amount of torture or punishment they did not receive from Pharaoh. Moses helped them out of it with the help of Allah. After they got out of that, the Allah that supported them, they went against that same Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Moses. Ikwenim Firaun anteng. But ikwenim Musa fananteng. Sayin ninju malo. Nkonni Yaya Jamme. We are not for Yaya Jamme and his laws. But we are not also for Barrow and his laws. Who are we for? Alanga hakilol tuwai. Nañ moytu ten dangan wolofu ñu ne ndangan mo jappa golo surwali wolof domandi wala ka sulo muda wala pata pare alin kana ke ko Musa la mol man satalla ko ni dara suratul baqara man satalla ka diamuje mbe ayo min fokannum Mario ya foje ako ya bani Israel اذكروا نعمتي التي أنعمت عليكم وأني فضلتكم على العالمين من ستر الله ليافو أكو واتقوا يوما لا تجزي نفس عن نفس شيئا ولا يقبل منها شفاعة ولا يؤخذ منها عدل ولا هم ينصرون. ماريو continued ako وإذ نجيناكم من آل فرعون يسومونكم سوء العذاب يذبحون أبناءكم ويستحيون نساءكم وفي ذلكم بلاء من ربكم عظيم. وإذ فرقنا بكم البحر فأنجيناكم وأغرقنا على فرعون وأنتم تنظرون. وإذ وعدنا موسى 40 ليلة ثم اتخذتم العجل من بعده وأنتم ظالمون. موسى لما كويو كولا من ستلا موسى كماندي أتاتا تيل تنانو من تور سينا أما بوتا موسى ما بوتا جنة كنا يا على دونينين. وإذ وعدنا موسى 40 ليلة ثم اتخذتم العجل من بعده وأنتم ظالمون. موسى لما كويو كولا لم ينينك عليه ما كوي كي بوندي فرعون بول فرعون من علىكو فرعون تاتانو ايالي يانكانكاتي لمن جو ياتا باكي ايالي يانكانكاتي فرعون تاتانو يسومونكم سوء العذاب akali yankankati no yankankatola. He used to punish you the worst form of punishment. Yudhabihuna abunaakum ayal dinjama bal kannate westahayuna nisaakum akalla musol tuje ke balundi abuke balundi damma barake jene ake rep ake kembindanolti. Wa fi dhalikum bala'un min rabbikum adim. Alako wonata ke kabonde mario ya jaraboti jarabo min sembobe waralimbake bari wo kola man satalla ko anata mune foye man satalla nata foya ko wa idh faraqna bikumul bahra al semira lumo mi yalon konte man satalla e red sea yelaliye ngai ba faraliye. Wa idh faraqna bikumul bahra, people of Israel, al semira lumo mi yalon konte man satalla le kulunjumbe ba nga faraliye nga silo bondaliye je. Fa anjaynakum ngal ganyendi ngal fintindi jiyo kono ngal tendi jiyola ngal tankandi fir'auna la. Wa aghraqna ala fir'aun nga fir'auna nala molu ngebe tunendi. I drowned them in Red Sea. Wa antum tandurun adatol be jibe kalbe rolim batintola al bajibela al sembo maminno nte man satalla bake kangadi al nyabala nga min kale fir'auna min kal toranum fir'auna min ka masibola al kanum. The pharaoh that used to destroy you, the pharaoh that did any form of punishment to you for no right reasons. He oppressed you, he killed you, he raped you, he ransacked you, he seized your properties, he rendered you useless. Ngalma koy wa aghraqna ala fir'auna wa antum tandurun. Aliyo witness Gambian kolu yaya jamme kuo min kenna a jawyata barona ta en bonda kon barole bonda kono mfele sayin Adama Barrow ganyeta en bonda kono bi molka wuli foy ka president neng bi molka wuli ka kumo be fo tanaman soto freedom ol be kering momo e mo fa itate ye mutanan justice be kering in just less than 2 months of his government. Wadal nga man satalla la nying ayo la moyde. Bari Israelites, they were not grateful. They were not grateful. Adum ala ko nalman grateful na yankankato sembo wartalde. Because ungrateful people are people that are disbelievers. Wala in shakartum la azidannakum. Wala in kafartum in adhabi la shadid. In adhabi la shadid. Woto man satalla min fo fir'auna na la moliye. Mbese la moy roke woto. Wala Musa la mola astaghfirullah. Kabirin when Musa assisted them, he took them out of that pain. He took them out of that oppression. He took them out of that serious troubles. What did they do? They disregard Moses, the Lord of Moses. And Allah said it. He said, وَإِذْ وَعَدْنَا مُوسَى 40 لَيْلَةً ثُمَّ أَتَّخَذْتُمُ الْعِجْلَ مِنْ بَعْدِهِ وَأَنْتُمْ ظَالِمُونَ. Kabiranga Musa kumandi. Suta tannane Musa findi datata. Momala tata damen. Suta tannana Harun tuje. Iye muneke? Iye ninso dada. Ninso. they made a statue like a bull or a cow. Ye okela alati. Mansata la ko nyadile. Ako thumma afawna ankum min ba'di dhalika la'allakum tashkurun. Kabirali o batare afananke yamfataliye. Aliyo batare anake. Ngal bondi firana la maralo kono. Nga Musa di alla nema talma. Kabiri nga Musa kumande nga ntata prunni Musa e kacha. Alien nin soke alate alien tonye. You are not grateful. But wakola nata yamfale. Thumma afawna ankum min ba'di dhalik la'allakum tashkurun. Nata naka yamfale mawola. Kalf abaraka. Nyin kamala ko you can be grateful. Nko nga grateful ale wai. Alin kana baro jibe nga ala jibe. Bari mune famu problem oti. What is even the problem? Musa nata kodike. Alanga continue mbe fuda kandameng. Janin kanyum kumfa. Adama dingol, we have to, of course, let's tell the truth to government. There is one thing to tell the truth to government. But there is another thing to make what I consider, again, this is my opinion, what I consider unnecessary, backings, unnecessary, criticisms, unnecessary. That's not okay. It's not all right. Mansat Allah continue rako. وَإِذْ آتَيْنَا مُوسَى الْكِتَابَ وَالْفُرْقَانَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَهْتَدُونَ وإذ قال موسى لقومه يا قوم إنكم ظلمتم أنفسكم باتخاذكم لعجلة فتوبوا إلى بارئكم فاقتلوا أنفسكم ذلكم خير لكم عند بارئكم فتاب عليكم إنه هو التواب الرحيم. bari ñin kafirolu ñilu Musa la ñin molu yahudol min alaye makoy Musa e makoy man sabari de. Because they are not grateful. Ngani mimbe fale ngala le nyokam. What did they say? وَإِذْ قُلْتُمْ يَا مُوسَى لَن نُؤْمِنَ لَكَ حَتَّى نَرَى اللَّهَ جَهْرَةً. Molmi alon ko ale makoy. Ay tanga firana la jawyama. Anata na yenin sobata ala balafate. Yala ne nata min fo Musa. Ikaye ko lan numina laka hatta nara Allah jahara. Ikaye mbantolu. Nde sonnat, we will never believe in what you say until we see the Allah you are talking about. Show us the Allah that you are the very people that Moses stood for. The Israelites, the children of Israel, his own people that he defended. The very good people, the very same people Musa defended. And they got rid of Pharaoh are the very people that were disturbing Musa alayhi salatu wassalam. Allah hakilot wala takunu kalladhina adaw Musa alkana ke ko molmine Musa Torah Allah mo kendol naliye sodo alinge muta ku. Of course we can criticize them, but we criticize with fairness. Lua bije ako Fatuma Tamba Jam is overage. Mbe complain da ikoy Fatuma da Tamba Jambonde. Lua bije. Ako momo e mansane nga soron. Ya mansane ya soron. Alka complain. Alka o mansa kilimone. The mansa you blame for appointing somebody unlawfully is the same mansa you are insulting for arresting somebody lawfully, because I told you there was a press release. Yaya Jammeh's, National Assembly said insulting a first family is unlawful. They said that. And the public was hereby, ought to desist from it. I am not okaying remanding anybody, but I will repeat this again. Any of you talking against this arrest, this magistrate knows the law more than all of us. And when she was remanding this lady, she pointed out, she read out to this lady a section of the law that she was using to defend herself. She read a section of the law. If you have anything against that, go and counter that. That will be your responsibility. But Barrow, release them unconditionally is ridiculous. I think that's too much on our side. The appointment of Adama Tambaja was ridiculous, was unacceptable, was unlawful, will not be accepted. It's nonsense. Everything was said. Fatmata Tambaja moved to President of Women Affairs. The same law remanded this lady. Again, I'm not justifying she should be remanded. We can amicably solve those problems. The political temperature is very high in our country, but we have to be careful. Let's support the government. Let's stop being subjective. And I've seen a lot of prominent people, prominent activists, so-called, a lot of things. A lot of things. A lot of things. People say a lot of things. And these are people that were crying foul because Fatoumata Tambajang was it's not okay. That's not okay. Mario na nema tema. Aka jalos le de nima tentu ya jayi. Alentol bondi kubal kono. Firaun alayhi lanatullah. Fentije minke. Yaya jamme mak. Wo fentije. Firaun ye feo fenka kunu yaya yakel. In fact, Yaya did things that Firaun didn't do. Because Firaun at least, Taurata abuko mutabulolat. He never pretend to be a Muslim. But Yaya jamme afanke alatile. Aya fanke feo bet. He made himself everything. Ay minken na joyata ala ya bondal nga ala tentu. Hanim mambaro tentu bar nga ala tentu nga ala tentu. Let's work together and make this country a great place. Let's go after laws that are bad. Let's stop pointing fingers at people. If there are laws that are bad, let's go after them. Let us go and talk to the government to change the laws just like they did to age limit today. Let's go after bad sections of our laws and criminal codes. Let's do that. But let's not go after people that are acting according to what is written in our law books. That is not okay. We put those laws in place. They are just going by the rules. Nimba kumfala. Mansatala is soroke. Firana la mola once again. وَذَلَّلْنَا عَلَيْكُمُ الْغَمَامَ وَأَنزَلْنَا عَلَيْكُمُ الْمَنَّ وَالسَّلْوَى كُلُوا مِنْ طَيِّبَاتِ مَا رَزَقْنَاكُمْ وَمَا ظَلَمُونَا وَلَكِنْ كَانُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ يَظْلِمُونَ Mansatalla e Musa la mol sode aka domoro jindiene ka domo Israelites alaka kino sambe nan kabo sansanto e ka domoro kay kono fatep ale nyin nemo beke la ya beke wa anzalna alaykumul manna was-salwa kulu min tayyibati ma razaqnakum wama zalamuna walakin kanu anfusahum yadlimun. Alin kana ke ko the people of Israel. Alin kana ke ko the people of Israel. Mansatalla continue da bari mo naman grateful. Wato do problemo lon. Nina da dula doto. Iya mune fo Musa inate kaye ko wala be kelanna aya la bangoti. Ayo mi yalon ko moliye wala fay. Nyimbe Musa minke. Naye ku kendo ke e kayla idangu kuja wallela manzata lako wa idh qultum ya Musa lan nasbira ala ta'amin wahid fad'u lana rabbak yukhrij lana mimma tunbitu al-ardu min baqliha wa qissaiha wa fumiha wa adasiha wa basaliha. Musa kweko qala atabstabdiluna alladhi huwa adna billadhi huwa khairun ihbitu misran فإن لكم ما سألتم وضربت عليهم الذلة والمسكنة وباعوا بغضب من الله ذلك بأنهم كانوا يكفرون بآيات الله ويقتلون النبيين بغير الحق ذلك بما عصوا وكانوا يعتدون. Laftal seo faham. These are very important things. So alanga hakilotu about the government. Musu should not be arrested. But let's go after the laws. Let's go after the laws. And not after those that are merely implementing the laws. That's very important. And I encourage, I want to encourage once again Gambians to go after National Assembly members. And let's talk to them. Let them change some of these laws that are after our citizens. These laws that were there because they were protecting one man's interest. Let's go there. Let's go after them. They will change them. And the first step is an amazing one. And we are happy and we are very grateful to all of you that worked hardest to see changes in those aspects. These are opinions again from me. I have opinions. And of course, we back our discussions with facts on various grounds. And this Facebook page you see, you're watching on someone else's wall. If anybody has an issue with whatever is said here, you can block Jite. It's fine. People will continue to talk. You did not ask us to start talking. We started talking since when it was toughest. We criticized Yahya Jammeh, the most wicked human being in the world. We survived it. We will continue to talk. We will continue to speak as long as we are alive and as long as there are things happening that are not okay. If you have wrongs or problems about that, you can go and block Ahmad Jite, or you can go and block anybody that makes statements similar to what Ahmad Jite said, or block people that you think are saying things that you do not like. That is the beauty of democracy and freedom. You hear what you want to hear, and you don't hear what you do not want to hear. So if you come here and write things, intelligent people will look at you as a big fool because this is someone else's place. And this person is not talking to you. This person have people that he's talking to. If you don't want to get it, go away. That's what we have though. But the rest is left to you. I don't delete comments. You can say, anybody can say anything that they want. Anything that they want, you can say it. But this is something we have to be careful of. Once again, the discussion is, you cannot, and I repeat, we cannot insult or blame Barrow for appointing Fatoumata Tambajang because that was unlawful. We go and insult the same Barrow because, or government because a magistrate remanded a woman for insulting Barrow. That's a law. Alangata lual no mange bondi. Nani topa lua yo hamne bahuñ ñu génné loi yoyu parce que loi yoyu ñoo baaxut. Mbal konto na mbal jayla, and I promise we will continue talking. I am sitting in my house and I put on my video. Some of you have never seen you, I've never known you. So you are following me entirely based on your discretion, or discretion if you will. Nobody is going after you to force you to watch this. Nobody is going after you to force you to watch what I am saying. So if you cannot, go away. And block Ahmad Jita even. Block me from Facebook. You will have peace and you can go. And you will not know what I'm saying. You will not see any of my videos. You will not see. Do that. We love Barrow government because we fought for the change. And we will continue to support Barrow government. But that does not mean we will not say things that are not okay. Barrow government is not perfect. And if we see things, we can speak about them. That is only human. And that is what democracy even is. That's what you say. Everybody, opinionate your opinion, speak. That's what we say. Let us just do it responsibly. We can disagree to agree. At any level. In Christianity, Jesus Christ and his people, they disagree. In Judaism, Moses and his people disagree. In Islam, Prophet Muhammad and his people, they disagree. In America, the biggest democracy, people disagree. In the UK Parliament, when you watch UK Parliament, you think people are joking. You think they are jokes. To me, UK is the most ridiculous place. You watch how they boo each other. That is democracy. We can do it in Gambia, but responsibly. That's all. So you cannot come here and condemn or say things. That's me. But you have the right to say whatever you want to say. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Again, speaking is not easy. If I say anything that offends anyone, sorry. But I felt we should rally behind the forces that will go and change our laws, and not to go after every person that got arrested or do this. You know, that is what is not okay. And what is not okay more than that is seeing people that were so strongly defending Gambian laws and constitution against Fatoumata Tambadang. Same people coming here and standing to say President Barrow must release Fatou Badji, when there was a part of the constitution, the law that was read to convict that lady. And they remanded her. The police had a point. So that's something very important. The police says they are doing their investigation. Of course, Alkana Mol Sorong. When you read the story, what did Fatou Badji say? No, but they said breach of the law. Particulars of offense, I didn't even understand what that means. And nobody can tell you what Fatou Badji said. What did Fatou Badji say? Nobody knows. Follow the lako President Barrow ibab amof astaghfirullah. Follow the lako President Barrow itebuka amof momala mimf. Follow the lako President Barrow demal fale ken hamun. Alota lako President Barrow denga nyaw. Because to some people all this may constitute insults. Ibab, ifabab, itefaunteng, imanetale, imefallong, yaurusulo. To us in our culture, these are all insults. Which of the insults did Fatou say? The court didn't say it. We do not even know. They only mention breach of peace. And of course, anything that breaches peace, I mean, that's it. That's it. So we don't know. We don't know. So we cannot make those assumptions and let's stop that. I think that's important. And I have no doubt that President Barrow, like you, didn't even know what was happening in this case. I'm sure. Wallahi ni ajibe. Barrow manilo. Yenyin samba kiti ola foya remand. Barrow didn't know. Left to Barrow alone. I know he will not arrest this girl, this lady, a mother. And we are sorry that this happened. She's a single mother, a single parent, which is not okay. That's unfortunate. So greetings to all of you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Al-Nimbar.